dignitaries, Honorable Master Kirun Singh, High Commissioner of India, his lovely wife Singh. I'm not here in the capacity of a doctor, I'm a dentist. My involvement with their family is my hands in their mouths, treating their teeth. But that's not what I'm doing here now. And I'm actually here to say a few words as somebody who had spent probably the most amount of time with him outside of his family and his office. He had spent, I think, probably more time with me, because just letting you know that I made a rough calculation, and between the 52 times 3.5, almost 175 weeks, we have traversed over 1,000 miles on our feet. Woo! And in the jungles of Jamaica. Woo! And also cycled extensively. And so he truly is a soulmate, here, this soul. And he burnt a hole in that sole of many of my shoes. So I don't want to talk about the various aspects of High Commissioner that already everybody spoken so beautifully about. The inclusiveness, bringing Indian community together to make them feel welcome, whether it is with the High Commission's activities or at his home at India House. The various commitments that he did to engage the Jamaican community with the yoga activities, all the different things that he did, cultural events, Holi, all of that kind of stuff. One of the important aspects that I also want to quickly say is his solution-oriented mentality. When Professor Bala was here and he had grand plans to do what he wanted to do as the professor of Indology at UV, he had accommodated him, and Professor was so effusive in his appreciation for the High Commissioner. So any problem you take to him, he would not say, this is a problem. He says, this is an opportunity, how to address that. So the stuff that I really wanted to talk about is the hikes and the bike rides that we did, and some fun facts that you don't know, probably not all of you anyways. So you all know that he looks like Chinese, but he is an Indian. So he has a lot of trouble with that all over the place. And Jamaican man call him Chinese, So we see that all the time. He can cycle as well as he hikes. And having never owned a bicycle, a geared bicycle, he wanted to ride the back of Holywell, which is a very hard trail to ride down. I was a bit concerned to whether I could loan him my expensive geared bicycle. And the very first time he rode it down like a pro on a really difficult track, muddy rocks, steep inclines. He was a true athlete. And Jamaica had, definitely reminded him of his home, Manipur in the northeastern region of India. He's the only diplomat, as far as I can know, or I have no doubts about this, who actually hiked to the Blue Mountain Peak, not from Whitfield Hall, not from Mavis Bank, but from Gordon Town. Woo! Now that is an achievement. That's 23 miles of hiking on harsh trails, over 9,000 feet of elevation. And we did it in a day, from morning 5 to evening 5. That was an incredible achievement, sir. Yeah. And he also holds one of the fastest walks ever on the hill road from the back of Norbrook to the village of Woodford, which is a total distance of about 8.5 kilometers, over 2,500 feet of elevation in 1 hour, 15 minutes, which is an incredible achievement in itself. Some other facts that you don't know: he is a great writer. You might have seen his articles in the newspaper, but what you don't know is he is a poet and he is a novelist. And his novel that he has almost completed, don't tell anyone, would be soon published, and you all get to read it. What a beautiful book. I had the privilege of going through it before everybody else did. So behind, or rather beside, or even in front of every successful but forgetful man, there is always a zinger, right? So the person I'm talking about is, you have to help me with the last 4 letters of each of these words. This person does analysis, so very analyzing, right? Very analyzing. You all know her analytical powers. She is very critical, so she is criticizing. She's never short of giving critique. And she's a whole bunch of energy put together. She's energizing. And when you are with her, you almost feel you could do anything, right? So you are being hypnotized. So she is hypnotizing. And finally, and not finally, she's blazing and the ever amazing. So between all the perfectly planned events at India House and the elaborate dinners, the charitable events, the unpaid secretarial work she did for the Indian government, especially her husband, a great mom and a force to reckon with, comes with her own vernacular, like Zingomania, like Zingopedia, then there is Zingolingo, and finally Zing.org. Dingo. And these are all terms coined by her own husband, not mine. So the Zing of his life, Madam Zing, you have been a tremendous inspiration to the community here and what you have brought to this Jamaican shores. And the 2 wonderful boys, Sochan and Sean, and as a family, the Rumsungs bring to Jamaica this. I think when they leave here, I'm sure you all agree with me that they leave the beautiful, lingering, branded perfume and the scents of it forever and ever. And may God bless you all. Thank you.